Klopp finds his Bellingham at Bayern. Liverpool has been associated with a move for Bayern Munich powerhouse Leon Goretzka this summer. The player apparently fell out of favor with the German giants. According to journalist Philipp Kessler, Bayern manager Thomas Tuchel is dissatisfied with the cohesion in the club's midfield this season, especially with Goretzka's work alongside Joshua Kimmich. The 28-year-old has endured one of his toughest fights to date with the German champion, who declared his 11th consecutive Bundesliga title in a dramatic final day after Borussia Dortmund's home failure to win against Mainz. Bayern Munich's signing of Konrad Laimer from Leipzig on a free transfer exacerbated concerns about the importance of Goretzka's role at Allianz Arena. This could put Liverpool in a position to rush for the £36 million star. Recent reports have suggested that Jürgen Klopp could be a suitor after his troubles this season. The lion's share of targets that the Reds have recently tied to are exciting talents in the early stages of their careers. Stars like Manu Kone, Kefren Thuram are 22 years old. Bayern's Ryan Gravenberch is 21, while Alexis Mac Allister is 24, who will soon sign with Anfield. Goretzka may be older than these targets, but James Milner, Naby Keita, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain are leaving this summer. These departures will deprive the centre of much of its experience and leadership in the Liverpool midfield. Given all this, it might be a smart move to mount a once-premium duel like the Schalke star at the midpoint of the team. And Goretzka has plenty of pedigrees. The £301,000 a week phenom, who signed for Bayern in 2018, appeared in 179 games, scored 34 goals and provided 35 assists. He has won 5 Bundesliga titles, 2 DFB Pokal trophies and the Champions League. This season, Goretzka has found a starting berth in the Bundesliga just 22 times. It was the lowest in Germany's best flight since 2014-2015. Goretzka, who has played for the Germany national team 50 times, fits the central sensational mold the Reds need after falling by the wayside this year. It bears similarities to Jude Bellingham, who was Klopp's main summer transfer target before the club left ground for Real Madrid to strike a deal after concerns over the exorbitant price of such a deal. The Borussia Dortmund genius has managed to become one of the most coveted talents in the world. With his performance last year, he is among the top 1% of midfielders in Europe's top 5 leagues. Non-penalty goal rate and top 8% for progressive carry, top 1% for successful transfers and top 8% for blocks per game. A player comparable to the 19-year-old on FBref, Goretzka was ranked in the top 12% of his positional peers in terms of non-penalty goal rate. It also ranks in the top 5% for assist rate, top 23% for progressive carry, top 3% for blocks and top 8% for antennas earned per game. Praised by teammate Manuel Neuer for being cold as ice, Goretzka could bring the cool composure and ironclad determination the Merseyside team has longed for this season. Klopp is considering rushing for the monstrous midfielder as he combines youthful enthusiasm with tried and tested rigor this summer. Thiago is unlikely to be offered a new Liverpool contract. With 12 months left on his contract as of this summer, it will likely be Thiago's last season. It is unlikely that an extension will be offered to stay after 2024. Thiago stands as an exception to Liverpool's recruitment model and is perhaps the only world-class player brought in under Jürgen Klopp. He came in 11 league titles and 2 Champions League wins with spells adorned with Barcelona and Bayern Munich, but he's also done just that as he turned 29. This has made him a clear anomaly, and unfortunately with his age, the midfielder has brought ongoing fitness issues. Hip surgery caused her to end her latest campaign prematurely. The Spaniard is one of only 2 players to stay a year on his current terms, along with Joel Matip, so a decision on his future needs to be made soon. According to Neil Jones, it is unlikely that a new deal will be offered to Thiago that will keep him at Anfield beyond next year. It's not expected to go on sale this summer, despite quiet connections about its return to Barcelona. However, it is understood that the stay will not be extended. Thiago will turn 33 in April and has only played more than 30 games once in his 3 seasons at Anfield. Despite being one of the club's top earners, Liverpool seem willing to avoid repeating costly mistakes in tying top-tier players. This resulted in the club voiding Klopp and allowing James Milner to leave this summer. In April, it was reported by Sky Sports' Melissa Reddy that members of the Reds recruiting team have long held the belief that the team is moving away from the right football age. They felt that new contract extensions were not the best strategy for a spine with multiple seasons of rigorous football that was damaging to their bodies and minds, the journalist said. The decision to give Jordan Henderson a 4-year contract in 2021 and move him beyond his 35th birthday is a clear example of this. Henderson's overtime was driven by Klopp, and while the club's transfer structure seems to have given the manager more power, it may be logical that contract decisions are not entirely in his hands. Matip is about to find himself in a similar situation. He will turn 32 in August and has played an average of 22 games a season over the past 4 years. It seems likely that both Thiago and Matip will see their final 12 months before leaving as free agency next summer. Daikai Kamada is on Klopp's transfer list. Liverpool are looking to sign Daikai Kamada for free, and the Eintracht Frankfurt phenomenon's contract expires this summer. The 26-year-old's contract expires this month and could be an excellent replacement for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who was part of his midfield debut at Anfield this term. Although Milan are also in pursuit of the player, Liverpool will try to push the player away from the Italian clutches alongside Atletico Madrid, Benfica, and Borussia Dortmund. Liverpool's summer war chest will likely run out by the end of the close transfer window, such is the magnitude of the need for reinforcements this summer. That said, the Merseyside team's pool of cash is not bottomless, and catching a prolific midfielder like Kamada for free could perhaps be an excellent way to effectively enrich talent at Anfield. This will leave enough budget to complete more expensive purchases. The 28-year-old national football player won the Europa League last season and took part in a tremendous individual campaign this year. He played 47 games this season and scored 16 goals and provided 6 assists. The £33,000 a week star was among the top 5% of midfielders in Europe's top 5 leagues last year, according to FBref. It is among the top 15% for non-penalty goal rate, the top 26% for shot creation actions, and the top 24% for progressive carry per game. Liverpool are also keeping Rabiot on their list, who will leave Juventus for free. However, Kamada has more advantages over Rabiot. Obviously, both players have an innate eye for the goal and a progressive presence to go with the ball. But there are several reasons why Klopp and his colleagues should rush to Kamada's French confidant if such a route were to be set. First of all, fees. Kamada's weekly earnings are considerably lower than Rabiot's. The Frankfurt phenomenon is also much more dynamic, playing a number of midfielder roles and showing off his skills on the left flank as well. Kamada may be a hero on Merseyside, as heralded by talent scout Jacek Kulik.